Welcome back to Rookie 3D Printing. In this episode, I'm going to be downloading the anycubic slicer, the beta that looks like orca slicer, and going to be printing with it. So sit back and I hope you guys enjoy. So what you're going to first do to download it, because this computer does not have it yet, you're going to look up anycubic slicer beta based on orca. I will put this in the description as well, so you can just click on it. Should be the very first one that pops up. From here, I have a window, so I'm going to download the Windows. Downloading that straight to my downloads file. It looks like it's been done. And right there from the very top, and from here we're going to hit OK. I'm sorry that I'm using my phone. I have not learned how to make a screen video just yet. I will learn that in the future though. So from here we're just going to install this like any other program. You're going to have to agree. And I just keep hitting next so it installs. And finish. I'll minimize this stuff, and there it is. Hit next. We want a global, not China. And I'm going to skip the program for now because I'm not going to sign up. There's only one printer, and that's the Cobra 3. You hit next. I'm going to hit next here. And there it is, the very first portion of it. From here, I will do some calibration tests. And we're going to first do a flow test. We're going to do the first one first. We will need to get the flash drive that came with it. Or if you have one, you can supply your own as well. We're going to pop that in. I'm not going to change any colors. And as of right now, I am only using 3 colors. I do have a part that is malfunctioning. They are replacing the part though, and they did get back to me to replace it pretty quick. So I'm very happy about that. I do have a video of hooking this all up as well, and I wanted to set it up after this, but I will finish that video probably in the next day or so. Sorry, it's going to be kind of a mix-up, but we're going to do a flow rate test. From here, we're just going to slice it. Takes 25 minutes. We're going to export it straight to the memory card. I have an area for tests, so I'm just going to stick it there. I did do a bed leveling test already, and that took me a little bit of time. And I have had problems with it. I'm still having problems. I'm not sure if it's this slicer or what is wrong with it, but I do have problems here and there. So there it is, it's done. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to eject. From there, I'm going to pull this, and we're going to turn on the 3D printer. Wait for everything to boot up. From here, I'm going to hit print. And actually what I'm going to do first is I'm going to heat the bed up, because I always heat the bed up before I start printing. And I'm going to heat up to 65 degrees Celsius. The nozzle should go to about 200. I will actually have to do one more thing over here. So, sorry, we're gonna hit back, and we're gonna go right up over here. So under filament and under anycubic PLA, we're gonna click on edit. From there, we're gonna go under print temperature under nozzle. I'm gonna change this, the very first print, to 200. And then the prints after that are gonna go to 195. I'm gonna keep the bed at 165 throughout the print. I like to set, I'm just gonna leave that to 190, I guess, for minimum temperature. Okay, and there we go. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna slice this one more time. I'm gonna have to plug the flash drive back in. If you know your temperatures, I would highly recommend to change the first layer and any other, or it's going to be at 130 degrees. And I don't think anyone really wants that. Or 230 degrees, sorry. I'm going to export that. I'm just going to override this file already and save it. Okay, I'm going to eject it again. I'm going to plug it in. Okay, from here, the bed is up to temperature. I'm going to go to print. I'm going to hit test, flow rate. It's going to take 25 minutes. I'm going to hit next. Now I get to choose what color I want. It's only one color, and I'm going to choose green because it's easier to figure out everything. So, and that's number 3. Number 1 is not working. There's nothing in it. So print. It's copying the file. And we'll let this go. And I'll be back with you guys in, I'll say, about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll show the progress and we'll go from there. Here it is purging some poop now. It cools down the poop and then shoots it. It's one thing, it does use up a lot of poop. So, it just got done. And we're going to take a look at all these and we're going to feel them. We're going to try to figure out which one is the smoothest. I'm going to say -20 is. And then from there, we're gonna come over. I have Orca Slicer open because that's where I got my information from. And it kind of tells you what you're looking for. So we're trying to figure out which one looks the smoothest. So I'm gonna zoom in. Here's -15, -20. I'm gonna say -20 is because you can see how it's all smooth right around there. I will run this test one more time to verify that -20 is the best, and then we'll go from there. So from here we have to do this calculation to figure out what we will be my mistake. We'll be doing this one. So it will be, we're gonna have to check what the flow rate is. So let's go back. We will click right here, and our flow rate We'll have to use the advance. It's right here. So I'm going to copy that. Bring this back up, then I'm going to need this. Pasting it into the calculator. From here, $100 minus 20 divided by 100. There's our new flow rate. So I'm going to copy this flow rate, 0.784. I'm going to come back over here, and under flow rate, I'm going to paste it. That's what's going to start printing at. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to reslice it one more time, because we're going to do this all over again with this flow rate this time. So we're going to slice it again. We're going to export it back to the SD card. I'm just going to put it under the exact same flow rate. It doesn't matter if it's longer or shorter. Okay, that's done. And we will eject. Okay. We'll come back to the Cobra 3, lug it back in. And we'll get this heating up, and then I'll get the print started. Okay, so when that one's finishing up, I'm gonna get the next one going. So we're gonna go to calibration, because I'm gonna assume that's gonna be the same. We're gonna go to flow rate, and we're gonna press number 2 this time. This is the next one that we're gonna do. From here, we're gonna slice it like last time, and we're gonna wait and export it to the SD card when this one's finished. Let's see what happens if we pull it out. It's at 95%. Let's pull out the SD card, because whatever, who cares if it finishes? Ready? SD card is out. Still printing. That's nice. The Cobra 2 would actually stop printing. So, let's get this back in. There we go. And we'll do flow test number 2. Flow rate 2, I'm just going to name it, and I'm going to save it. Okay. So let's see. -20, that looks horrible. Same with -15. 10. 5. 0 looks good. -5 looks even better. So we're just gonna keep it where it was, because it should be good. So I got the SD card here. We're gonna pop it back in, and we're gonna pop all these off. All of this I do save, and I do have a bin. And so after every print, I do wash the bed. I don't wash it with soap and water like most people. I just use 91% alcohol. I would like 99 or anything over 91, but this was all I could find at the time. So what I do is I use a green Scotch-Brite, and I use this side to scrub anything off. As you can see, there's some on there. So there's some filament. I just squirt quite a bit on, and then scrub. And then I grab a clean and I just wipe it dry. There we go. And then we're gonna get this next print going. We're gonna go to test, SD card test, flow rate 2, go. And I'm gonna do the same thing with just a green print. And there it goes. And I'll be back after this is done. Okay, so this print just finished up, and looking at it, I'm gonna say probably -4 or -5. So I'm gonna choose -5, looks better. So from here, we're gonna go back to Orca, and right here's what it says to do. Because this right here though is gonna be what it previously was. This is what this was up here, so this moves down here. So for me, it's gonna be this one, and I'm gonna click right here, and it's this one. I did change this. I chose the 0.5 and I redid everything, or -5 instead of going, or -15 instead of going to -20. So from here though, and I'm gonna minimize, or just click on this so I have it. So for me, it's gonna be 0.833 times then 100 and I chose the 0.5 or -5, sorry. I'm gonna hit -5, then I'm gonna close that off, and I'm gonna divide it by 100. Sorry that I didn't show you guys. But it's gonna look just like this when it's all finished. That's gonna be my new flow rate. I'm just gonna copy that, Control C, open up this back up, and right here I'm going to drop that down and close this up. From here, I'm just going to close this. I'm going to hit no. From here, I'm going to hit yes. And I'm going to save it right here under copy. I'm going to open it back up. There it is. It's right under copy. There it is. Still there. Perfect. From here, we could do some other tests, but I'm going to just print something up in multicolor so everyone can see that it's working without a problem. I'm going to do this GTR. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to flip it down. From here, if you want multicolor, you're going to go right here and you're going to hit 4, because this is a 4 color system. There we go. 4. So I'm just gonna do, because this one is gray, I'm gonna go gray. 3 is gonna go green. This GTR symbol is gonna be green instead of red. And 2 is gonna be white. And number 1 we're not gonna use. From here, we're gonna come right up over here to this one, printing, or color printing. We're gonna hit it. It's gonna come up. All these different things you can do, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit fill. I will do the bottom as white. And then I'm gonna do gray for these. I have to make sure I get it all. Oh, there we go. Let's go back to here. Get white right there once again. Oh, I've messed up. So what we're gonna do is just hit back. There we go. And then the R is gonna be green. Just as so. We're gonna slice it. So from here, there is a print tower right here. I am gonna try to remove that from right here, it's called Prime Tower. If I'm not mistaken, that should get rid of it. I'm gonna redo this. There it is, 11 minutes. I am going to grab the SD card or USB stick, stick it in, and then I'm going to save this. But I'm not going to save it under test, I'm just going to save it under normal. Just going to call it GTR for 11 minutes. Okay, it is onto the card, so I'm going to remove my USB drive. Okay, I'm going to bring it back over, plug it back in. All of this has to come off, and I'm going to have to rewash this all over again. Okay, with everything cleaned up, the screen is off, so I'm just going to tap it. That's going to be finished. I have cleaned the bed. So now I am going to go to disk. I'm going to go to the GTR. I'm going to hit print. Now it's going to ask me what colors I would like. So what I'm going to do is this one, I'll go here. That I will go white because that is white. I'm going to stick with that as well. Green will go green. So it would go color 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's going to go 2, 2, 3, 4. So there's no number 1. I'm going to hit print. And it's going to start going. I will come back as soon as it starts printing to show you guys how it's all going. There's the poop for this GTR, going from green to white. If you do like this information all from this channel, please hit like and subscribe. If I do anything wrong, please comment below. I am still brand new to this pretty much. Even though I do have 3 printers, I have only started a few months ago and I am still learning. So if anyone would like to help, I would love to learn more. But here it goes on the first layer. Here it is. It's going on white still. Should be finishing up. We're at 33% pretty much at 6 minutes. Should I film this way or should I go this way? Please tell me in the comments below on which way I should hold the phone. That would make it more enjoyable to watch the video instead of watching it, making it look like it's watched on or recorded from from a phone. I have not purchased a camera and I do not plan to for a little bit of time. There we go, it's just finishing up white. And right up there. The white is moving up. And then the gray should be moving down. It does poop a lot. I am trying to figure out how to lessen the poop. I did get rid of the print tower, or the purge tower, as it does get rid of, and that's great to know. Due to the smaller area, I am not noticing it printing the gray yet. From white to gray. The purge is not as much as it was. So I'm still trying to figure this out. Let's see what happens. I'll come back when it gets back over to the next one and it's about to start purging. Here is the next purge. Let's see if this one will put any gray down as it should. Still purging some white. Here comes the gray. And doesn't look like any gray once again. I guess this one is one of the few that a purge tower would come in handy if you have a very small area, like a keychain like this one. Because right here should be gray in the middle right now, and it's still white. But it should start turning gray in the next couple layers. I'll keep you guys posted, and yeah. So it looks like the gray is finally starting to show, because it's still a little bit larger area for it to print. So I just got done with the gray. It's now going to go to the yellow. I do notice that it left some. There we go. I'll come back later and take care of that. Not looking too bad. There's little gaps though that I'm not the happiest with. But I'll figure that out throughout time. And hopefully you guys help. There's the first little bit with green. Here's the next layer of green. It's getting put down. There we go, all done. I do see that there are some problems, and we will have to figure that out together. Stay tuned for some more videos, and I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, comment below. If I did something wrong, please tell me. I would love to learn more. You guys have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you guys later.